Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back with Game of Thrones. We're getting ready to go speak to the Queen. Well, the Queen Regent, I suppose.
You can do this.
I bloody will hope so. Can we actually get to move? Are we... I get to choose where I look, okay. But we can only move forwards, okay. Got the hang of this now.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Ah, the
Lord
imp.
Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Neil.
Your Grace.
We're gonna play humble with, the
girl
Queen.
knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
She's kind of full of herself, in
House
case you don't know.
Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were
They
our
were the
wardens.
Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Am I a
Perhaps
raptor
too
now?
clever for her own good.
The girl
Oh.
did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
And
He
yet I
is.
haven't said yes.
And I the Queen Regent, and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
Unfortunately, she's too clever for that.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
To our mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
That's not going to end well
What
for
would
us.
you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
That look.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
It's not my place.
It is not her place to say, Your Grace.
Haha.
The girl must have an opinion on the matter.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not.
Like
Who knows
you,
what lurks within their hearts?
Queen Regent.
You are a girl from
The
the
Shadow
north here in
knows.
service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace.
Probably a foolish answer, but
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
there's a point.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Well,
I'd like a word
it's
with you,
true.
if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I don't think that went over as well as I'd like. But I think perhaps I impressed the imp.
I'll walk you out. This
So-
may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the North.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No doubt she was pleased, but Cersei, she will not soon forget what you said.
Yes, I read the text.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I wasn't trying to please her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
Yes.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei.
Which, of course, makes
what
the imp
would be
happy.
amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Or
I'll consider
foolish.
it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Trying to please the Queen Regent only goes up to a point. She's, rather fickle in her loyalties. Well, more accurately, she's pretty much completely non-existent to her loyalties other than to her children.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now.
Probably not.
Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Not likely.
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
Pretty dreadful if it's Joffrey.
Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I
Oh,
would
she didn't
marry
like
him.
that.
Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
And King
I might even
Joffrey's
allow you to be
beating
my
bag.
handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match.
Oh, what a
Sir
horrible little
Bronn
troll.
And
What are you doing? Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
as am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
this is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
What a naive fool.
People are not always so easy to please. If you showed Cersei your true heart, she would stab it with a fork.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Ask for help.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Come on. Out with it.
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard.
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
What's the best way to go about with Marjorie?
I don't know,
Marjorie.
Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're the only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Really not sure what
Very
route to go
well.
with this.
I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Well, at least we got her to agree to try. She does not look happy about it, though. And we are back to... Gareth? Garrett? Oh, this is not going to be going well. Not very good with that horse, are you, buddy?
7 hells.
Let's see. Someone's loyal to somebody's father? Oh boy.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Thought so.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Oh, we are in deep shite. Now,
Not my best work, unfortunately.
if I peer over too far, am I going to get
suppose I
spotted?
have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat.
It seems I'm actually peeking out and over.
As my father likes to say, a naked
back
man
over.
holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He
Uh,
does now.
Peek back.
How much further
Oh,
is it
too late.
to these Forresters?
Oh, bloody hell.
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
This is not going to go well for us.
There.
That was my horse, and there's my tree.
Hear that? I know I heard
Stay
something.
still, stay still. I think. Oh, maybe staying still was not the best option?
Never mind. We've
There's a
wasted
lot of
enough time
horses.
already.
Am I just crazy? I swear I heard the horses stampeding. Oh. That is not a fellow you want to meet, well, pretty much anywhere. And this is not going to be a pretty sight. They're called the Flayed Men for a reason. Can I look at anything? Or are we just going to wander over to see? Ugh.
Bloody hell.
Kind of expect him to look up and scream. But no. Let's see, this back in the Forrester hold, whatever it's called.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forrester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forrester lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forrester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
I guess I probably am going to get to choose.
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
Oh, good.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Miss.
Let's focus on the
Why
kicking
did
first.
you kick this man?
This Craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Well, that's not feeding your friends.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die.
Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not two coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Are you going to eat the spears?
Mercy, go.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
Will you
You'll
quit
address
kicking
him
him?
as Lord.
Really kind of throws everything off.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the wall.
Hey.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers.
Well, get on with it.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Oh, goodness. Mercy of the wall, mercy of the wall. We don't want him here.
I sentence you to the wall, where you will join the Night's Watch.
Oh, please, my lord! My family, without me, they'll die!
The sister's not going to be happy with it, but... well, of course they will.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side.
I think I want the uncle.
Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here. The bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
But of course. Alright, guys. That should just about do it for this episode. Yeah, give meaningful looks to the people you have to choose between. Alright, guys. Until next time, catch you later.